Hey, coffee lovers, Mark here from Whole Latte Love. With maybe a little less access to our favorite cafes this year, many have taken up home espresso. The Gaggia Classic Pro is a true machine, a best value, and the perfect way to get into home espresso. Coming up, an encore presentation of my video that's going to take you through making a flat white start to finish on the Gaggia Classic Pro. It's very easy, and you'll see in detail exactly how to do it. But real quick, while I've got you here, a reminder that Whole Latte Love has the best selection of everything coffee and espresso. And you can see many products in 3D and augmented reality, so you can put them right on your countertop. And if you're looking to save, check out the sale page at Whole Latte Love for Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals going on now and for the rest of the holiday season. With that out of the way, here's a soup to nuts look at how to make a flat white on the Gaggia Classic Pro. As always, if you have any questions, use those comments and I'd be really happy to get you a detailed answer. Hey coffee lovers, Mark here from Whole Latte Love. Today I'm going to show you how to make a flat white on a Gaggia Classic Pro. This is the newest model with a manual steam wand. So also what I'm going to be using today, a Baratza Sette 270 grinder. Really like this grinder, nice fluffy grind. The coffee I'll be using, Maromas Orphea. It's a nice Italian style bean blend, makes a lot of crema. So let's go ahead and get started. So you always want to leave your portafilter locked in so it's warm. So I've got that. I'm going to take that. Now I've already dialed in my coffee and I know to get about 17 grams, it's 4 seconds on the Sette 270. So I'll just press the button there. Really like this grinder, nice fluffy grinds there. I'm going to use a jack leveler to compress and level out my coffee. Just lay that in there and spin that. Really like the jack here. It's got an adjustable, easily adjustable depth. Very nice, easy to use. And you can see, makes a really nice level compression of the coffee there. So we'll lock that in. I'm using it's about a 6-ounce cup here. So I'm going to do a double shot right into there, again with a 17 grams. So to get my shot going, just going to press the brew button there. And we'll have a look at this come. And I'm looking for 2 ounces. That's about 60 milliliters in my cup. And you can see that really nice, lovely crema dripping out there nicely. And take a look at that stuff. This shot's going to run about 20, 25 seconds here. And that should be good there. So right from there, I'm going to turn my steam on right here. It takes about 45 seconds for it to get up to steam temperature. So while that's heating up, I'm going to use some nice whole milk. I like the whole milk for its sweet, creamy flavor. I'm using a Rattleware latte art pitcher here. Now, I'm not going to pour any art on this. And I know that for my purposes in this drink, I need to go about, just a half an inch or so below where the spout starts. So here we go. There's our nice espresso. Oh, look at that crema. That really makes nice crema, the Maromas Orphea. Now, a little trick with this, what you can do is try and hit the steam on, or start steaming before the actual steam-ready light comes on here. That'll keep the heating element on, maybe give you a little bit more steam power. You don't have to do that. One thing you do want to do is definitely always purge your wand. Now, the light just came on, it's ready. So I'm going to purge any moisture out of the wand there. Got that out. Then I'm going to put the tip just below the surface of the milk here and turn my steam on. Now the tip position, that's going to help get a little air in. What I'm going to do is keep adding air until the outside of the pitcher just starts to warm. So I'm maybe just lowering the pitcher a little bit as the milk expands there. Pitcher is just starting to get warm, so I'm going to lower that tip down. Now I'm just going to continue heating the milk without adding more air, and I like that nice roll that's happening there. Until the outside of the pitcher is just too hot to hold. That's about 140 Fahrenheit. That's what I like. Then we're going to wipe the wand. Always purge your wand after steaming. And I'll shut my steam off in a minute. We're going to come back, cool down the boiler. I'll show you how to do that. So there's our milk. And if you've got any excess air bubbles you don't want in that, you just give it a few taps and swirls. And what you're looking for is something that looks a little bit like latex paint in a can. It's got that nice shiny surface. So from there, I'm just going to do a pour. Now again, I'm not going to do any art here. I'm going to pour that right in the center. And then just let a little bit of that foam on top. And there you go, a nice, beautiful, flat white. Let me take a taste here. That's delicious. So now you want to cool down the boiler. So I've got another steaming pitcher here. You could do it right into the drip tray if you want. So I'm going to do, I already turned my steam off. Now I'm just going to open the steam wand and turn on the brew switch until I get a stream of water coming out of the steam wand, full stream. Just like that. And that just cooled down, refilled my boiler, and that's it. Just give everything a little wipe down. So again, nice, beautiful, flat white there with a double shot of espresso. Again, I was using the Maromas Orphea, Baratza Sette 270, and the new Gaggia Classic Pro with the manual steam wand. That's what that comes with now. Older models had an auto frothing wand on it. You know, if you're interested in this machine, you can check out, there's a card link, or check the video description. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll have a lot more like this. I'm Mark from Whole Latte Love. Thanks for watching.
Want to learn more? Subscribe now so you'll know about the latest videos on everything coffee from Whole Latte Love.